Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Lagoon. As you guys know, just a few days ago, we had a brand new species, aka the bioaccurate El Gran. It was a fun video, definitely a creature we're gonna be using again soon, but today we have to focus on yet another new creature. As you can see, this is the one we used the other day. We got the Hydrus, like I said, aka the bioaccurate El Gran. If you didn't see that video, I suggest you go watch it, but new species alert, ladies and gentlemen. We got the Titanoboa. I don't really know why. Well, I guess I do know why this wasn't ever in the game, because it's not really in the movies, right? But yeah, we got the Titanoboa. It's looking like it'll be pretty expensive to create. That's kind of what I always look at when I'm like, is this thing going to be any good or not? Mainly because normally if it's like a $2 million dino or whatever, then it's normally a good dino. So being at about, to begin the task, 860,000, it's on the same path as the Tylo, which Tylo's pretty decent. So I guess that kind of stacks up. Now, the one thing I don't know about, I don't know who the Titanoboa is going to be going up against. We're going to test them out against a bunch of different water marine animals, a bunch of different animals in general. Okay, he does have the aggressive trait, so he can get that. 1.5 million to create, though. What about with no require? Okay, yeah, no traits, it's still 1.5 million. That's pretty solid, actually. I'm pretty sure the Mosa's like 2 million to create or something like that. Let me test that out, actually. Like I said, that's kind of how I always go about trying to figure out if they're going to be good or not. If they cost a lot of money, normally they're pretty good in this game. All right, so with no boost, no defense, no strength or nothing like that, let's get this sped up. Also, I haven't even seen what the Titanoboa looks like in this game. New species, I haven't seen pictures, anything. Okay, so yeah, 2 million for the Mosa. So it's about 500,000 more. I mean, I don't necessarily want to introduce the Mosa right off the rip. We're going to do some like smaller creatures first, obviously. Like, for example, the newer species that we have, the Acanthostega. Like I said, I've never even heard of that dinosaur before, but new species. We're going to try some things out like, let's go Chrono. Chrono's normally pretty good. It's about 785,000 without, taking these off, which should increase the price a little bit. We'll do also, we'll throw in an Elasmosaurus. I don't think that'll... We're just going to make sure it doesn't have good defense. That's really it. We don't want it to be too defensive, so things can't destroy it. I don't even know if we throw a Shoni. You know what? I am going to throw a Shoni because last time, if you saw the last video, I accidentally left its defensive boost on. And yeah, it had like, what was it? A 60% plus boost, and he stayed alive for quite some time, but ended up dying. Actually, you know what? Never mind. If you haven't seen the video, go check it out. And then last but not least, should we just throw in Bloop? Or, you know what? I'm going to throw in a Dunk. We'll throw in Bloop a little bit later. Let's just make sure the defense, we're not going to have defensive or strength boost. Everything else is fine. All right, so we've got everybody cooked up here. Let's go ahead and release the Titanoboa here and see what it looks like. Brand new species in Jurassic World Evolution 2. And look at him coming out, bro. Ooh! Now, I don't know how big the What the? Did y'all hear that? That roar sounded insane. Now, like I was saying, I don't know how big the Titanoboa is normally, like in real. Actually, let's ask Siri here. Hey, Siri. Okay, Siri's not looking, so let me look it up. How big was the Titanoboa? So it's looking like 50 feet long, weighing about 2,500 pounds. Okay. I guess that's kind of accurate to what we have here. Do you think that's 50 feet long? That's got to be about 50, right? So yeah, we're looking pretty accurate right now. And yeah, let me know if you think the Titanoboa is going to be able to do any good against any of the water marine animals here. Let's start low. We're going to start off with something that it should be able to devour. You know what would be really cool if it like wrapped around? Wait a minute, why is that bigger than I thought it was going to be? Hold on, let me compare it to the Titanoboa here. Okay, never mind. No, it's not as big as I thought it was going to be. Never mind. Titanoboa is still a lot longer, I guess. My boy just kind of thick with it down here. We're going to stay locked in with the Titanoboa and just see if it... does it have the aggressive trait? Okay, it does have aggressive. We're going to lock in with him, see if he does anything to basically the food that we just put in here for him. Oh, by the way, we're going to be doing some cool videos here soon in Jurassic World Evolution 2. I found a lot more hybrids that we can actually put into this game and be able to do like a giant hybrid war or something like that, giant hybrid tournament, anything like that. We've done hybrid stuff in the past, but like we haven't gotten a new hybrid in this game in a very long time. And while I was looking for Titanoboa, I saw a bunch of new hybrids that people have created. So we're going to put a lot of them in and do some crazy battles. But for right now, like I said, I'm going to speed this up and see if we can't get Titanoboa to attack the only other water animal in here. Once he does, I'll be back. Uh-oh, here we go. It says Titanoboa has begun to hunt down big fella over here. We're just going to slow it. Actually, let's play it normal and then slow when he goes to attack. Like right here. Look at this man. He kind of like wrapped around him a little bit, actually, but not really at the same time. You could see the hunt is on and the hunt might be finished already. Look at Titanoboa. What the? That was kind of weird, but kind of cool at the same time. Did he already get him? Hold up. We're just going to play it normally. It looks like he's dead right here. I don't know what he's doing. He's either dead or he's just stunned. Dead dinosaur. Ladies and gentlemen, okay, that is one down. Titanoboa, do you have food? Okay, Titanoboa's good on food. We'll go ahead and get him out of here and introduce the next one. Who should we do, Elasmosaurus or Krono? I think I'm going, let's go Elasmosaurus. We got the battle of the long, this guy's got a long neck. Oh my, Elasmosaurus looks sick in this game, actually. I haven't really locked in with him too much. What are he got little spikes on the back? Oh, look at the noggin, eh? I didn't even realize he was looking like this. Okay. I see you, brother. Once again, I'm going to speed this up. Actually, you know what? I'm also going to let out the Krono. We're going to let out Krono. We're going to let out Elasmosaurus. Just kind of, building it up a little bit for when we release, well, definitely Mosa, but the last two in there. All right, once again, locking in with Titanoboa. We're going to kind of see how they live in the same space over here. I don't have a very big lagoon. I did that for a reason. So that they normally just, they'll start to fight each other, and already a fight has begun with Titanoboa and the Krono. Ooh, and already Krono taking a very hefty bite out of my boy over here. Titanoboa is not looking very healthy. Hold up, that was just one bite though. Is that it? Titanoboa got oh my goodness, look at the HP. 65%. Now, did it do any damage to oh my, Krono took a lot more damage than Titanoboa did. And really, all we saw was you bite Titanoboa. How'd you even take damage, bro? Venom? He maybe got some venom. I don't know if the Titanoboa was venomous. That would have been actually, let me look that up. See, I'm learning today. Okay, it looks like on the internet, because the internet's always right. Just kidding, but in this case, it's gonna be right. No, the Titanoboa was not venomous. Which is good, because that would have been an absolute cheat code. You can't be this large, that scary, that dangerous, and be venomous, bro. Well, I guess who was it? The Mosasaurus? That's the one that was huge and venomous, so, I guess you can't have both. All right, once again, I'm gonna let them kind of heal. We're gonna speed things up. They should be fighting again soon. He's kind of going straight after Krono. Okay, never mind. And then after this, we're gonna release the last two dinos, or last two amphibian, whatever you want to call them, water marine reptiles that were in that hatchery right there. I shall return. All right, a fight has started again. As you can see, Titanoboa looking, he's looking a little dangerous over. I'm actually gonna get me a thumbnail real quick. BRB. All right, that may or may not be the thumbnail of the video. We'll see. It looks like Titanoboa. What is he doing? It sounds like he's biting somebody. How is he biting Krono from across the map? Excuse me? I think he got him too. Dang. That was a bite and a half. Did he do any damage to him? He did not. He didn't take any damage. Titanoboa is still gaining HP and has 93. Meanwhile, we've got a dead dino here. The Krono, I don't even know how much damage that bite would have done, but Krono had to have been over 80% HP, right? I don't know. We're going to go ahead and release Shoni and Dunk. Get both of them out here. And while I'm at it, I'm going to create a Megalodon as well, just to kind of match up with the Mosa. Just in case, for whatever reason, the Titanoboa does beat Mosa. I don't think it'll happen, but like I said, just in case, we're going to create a Megalodon that's not going to have, defensive buffs or anything like that. We're going to stay locked in with my boy Titanoboa. We're just going to see what happens here. He's basically, he's undefeated right now. He's 2-0 at the moment. He hasn't lost any fights. He did take some damage from Krono, but at the same time, hasn't come close to losing. Hasn't even been under 50% HP yet. But now we got Shoni, we got Dunk, and both of them are pretty dangerous water animals here. I'm expecting Dunk to at least do something. You know what I'm saying? With that powerful jaw, my boy's gotta at least take a bite. And look what is happening right here. Titanoboa preparing to fight somebody. I don't know who he's fighting just yet. Oh, he's fighting Shonisaurus. That boy got the tail sticking out of the water and everything, prepared for battle. And there he goes. I don't know how this man fights, but he does. I mean, look, Shoni's all the way over there. Did you even do damage? Let me see. Oh, he did damage, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, Shoni has 11% HP. Did he do any damage back? Oh, Titanoboa has 12. I think they did basically the same amount of damage. Look, Shoni has 14, Titanoboa he has 14. They literally did the same amount of damage to each other. So I mean, honestly, I don't expect them to fight again anytime soon. Mainly because they know now that if they hit each other, whoever hits first is gonna be the winner. Hey, it could happen though. I'm locking in with my boy Titanoboa here, and I will pick back up once again, unless, well, I'll pick back up when there's a fight, but now that he's at 30% HP, Dunk could take advantage here. I'll be back. Uh-oh, somebody's dying out here. I don't know who it is, but Titanoboa and Shoni are going back at it. And it looks like Titanoboa is the one doing the work here. Like, he's the one biting. So that should mean that... Wait, neither of them died. Titanoboa got to 15% HP. Meanwhile, I thought he had 100. I was about to say, excuse me? 15 and 17, so I think they did the same amount of damage again. 17, 17, yeah. Literally the same amount of damage. You know, while we're at it, I'm gonna go ahead and cook up a lot more Titanoboas. I'm just gonna, for the end of the video, I'm gonna do randomized colorings and whatnot. And we're just gonna release a whole pool full, or a whole lagoon full of Titanoboas. So let me do this. I'll pick back up when there's another fight. Oh, by the way, the crazy thing about the Titanoboa, you can group them up. You can put them in a pack here. You can have 3 Titanoboas, $4.5 million, but you can have a total of 3 of them, which we're gonna go ahead and do that. That means that we're about to have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, unless the other one dies, we'll have 16, 15 Titanoboas in one lagoon. That's gonna be insane, so stick around for that. All right, it's looking like Shoni, why is it just now saying he's at low HP? My boy's been low HP. But now Titanoboa is getting hungry again, which means he's about to start dropping in HP like he is right now. And there's already a fight between Titanoboa and Shoni once again. And I think Titanoboa had a little bit higher HP just because Shoni's been hungry for a little bit. Oh, now Titanoboa immediately back into a fight. Oh, wait. Titanoboa was hunting down the Elasmosaurus. He jumped straight out of a fight with Shonisaurus, started to attack Elasmosaurus. That's crazy. And I think it worked out, actually. He did destroy the Elasmosaurus and got the food all the way back up. So what's... Oh, wait, Shoni's dead. How is he still swimming? Oh, Shoni is dead. Ladies and gentlemen, bro, the Titanoboa is taking out literally everyone, other than Dunk. Dunk he has not done anything. Somehow he has max food still. I'm not really sure about that, but yeah, anyways, Dunk hasn't done a literal inch of damage or been hit. So we're gonna go ahead and do something crazy. Well, first of all, I need to go ahead and get the Megalodon in here, but we're doing it. We are releasing the Mosa into the battle arena, lagoon style. I don't really have much hope for the Titanoboa now, but I will say the Titanoboa lasted a lot longer than I thought he was gonna last. I mean, Titanoboa hasn't lost a fight. Almost did to Shoni, but everybody else, he kind of just swept pretty easily. So we'll see, because I mean, I shouldn't have done it yet. I should have waited until the Titanoboa actually had max HP and then went, but maybe the Mosa just doesn't want to attack Titanoboa until he has max HP. We'll see, and I'll pick back up as soon as they get into a fight, but like I said, it's literally right now, and look what's happening. Titanoboa is about to get eaten by a Mosa. Unfortunately, I did this. That was on me. That was my bad. I did not mean to have it go down like this. Titanoboa has been obliterated. Okay, you know what? Before we release the absolute squadron of Titanoboas, we're going to release just one more, just so we can have like a max HP versus a max HP Mosa. I can't speak today. Meanwhile, I mean, we still have the Dunkleostus. We got Dunk over here just chilling. I don't know what my boy's doing, but here we go. We are releasing the final version of our solo Titanoboa. Ooh, new coloring alert. Let's see what we got going on here. Got like a green, we got some brown on the back. The scale's looking crazy. I like this version. Actually, it's the same version. I lied completely to you. Maybe we got some more green in it. I don't really know. Regardless, we are now gonna wait until we get a battle between Mosa and the Titanoboa, which should be soon. I mean, Titanoboa, he knows that his family member has just been dismembered because of the Mosa, so let's see soon. Oh yeah, soon came real fast, by the way, because look, we're already here and the Titanoboa is biting. So let's see how much damage it's gonna do to the Mosa and vice versa. What's gonna be happening here? He did get a bite off though, which does mean he is gonna at least do a little bit of damage. He took a lot of damage. Let's see what the Mosa's looking like. The Mosa barely took anything. So if he's not defeating the Mosa, he's not gonna defeat the Megalodon. So let's go ahead and release a Megalodon and let's go ahead and get the finale rolling. We are releasing the group full of Titanoboas. That means 15 of these bad boys are about to be entering into the Lagoon Battle Arena here. And look at that. That is absolutely terrifying. Imagine being in like a lake or something like that, seeing these things just swimming at you. Absolutely not. Now, here's the thing with the group of Titanoboas. I don't know if they'll team up and actually like try to take down a Mosa or try to take down a Megalodon. That's going to be an interesting thing to see. So I'm going to speed it up. And once again, I'll be back when I see some action going on here. I'm sure we'll see it sometime soon, so I'm not going to have to be gone long. I mean, we only have like, what, 6 Titanoboas in here right now? There's so many more coming soon, so BRB. All right, guys, so all of the Titanoboas have been released into the lagoon, and look how terrifying this looks from above. Like, this is like one of them scary movies where if you fall, you dive into a snake pit. Oh my, look at this one just sticking his head out of the water. That is so creepy, bro. Oh, nah. What is he even looking at? Oh, he's looking at the mountains. I mean, he can technically go on land, right? Titanoboa wasn't just a water animal. For whatever reason, for this game, it's only a water species, so we're gonna stick in the water. Like I said, though, oh my, look under the ocean. Look under the water here. So many snake creatures, so many anaconda Titanoboas. This is really creepy. I'll be back when we actually see a fight, which should be soon. All right, so it actually hasn't been soon at all. For whatever reason, the Mosa isn't attacking the Titanoboas. Neither is the Megalodon. Nobody's doing anything. I've had this sped up for so long that this one's almost starving. Oh, why is it that every time I start to talk, then they start fighting? Let's go ahead and lock in with these fellas over here. So it doesn't look like they're jumping anyone or anything like that. It just looks like this Titanoboa is fighting, and he is the third one. So like he is in a group, but it doesn't look like they're fighting alongside him. So I guess that's it. It doesn't look like they'll actually fight other animals with each other. It just kind of looks like they'll fight one-on-one. And I mean, that Titanoboa did do decent damage, but at the same time, the Mosa was starving anyways, so like, it didn't really matter. Other than that, though, guys, I mean, that's pretty much all that we were going to be looking for today. We were wanting to see... Actually, you know what? I'm releasing them. I'm going to go ahead and release a big fella, Kolossohydrus. I don't even know if he has defensive boost, strength boost. I ain't got a clue. We're just releasing this man in here, just in case you guys didn't get to see the last video about him. I'm just going to release him for like, a couple seconds. Y'all can see him. But if you want to see the full breakdown of Kolossohydrus, aka El Gran, accurate version, go to that video. It should be like a couple days ago or something like that. Maybe even yesterday. I don't know. Probably a couple days ago. Anyways, look at this monster, bro. That is an absolute beast. You'll see him in the thumbnail of the video, of the actual video of him. But yeah, the size comparison of him and pretty much anyone else other than Bloop, he towers over everyone. I mean, the Titanoboa kind of, he's got some length. He just doesn't have the, the strength. He ain't got muscles or anything like that. But let me know what you guys think about Titanoboa. We're gonna go ahead and end it off on this fight right here. Can Titanoboa at least take out a Mosa that was gonna die anyways? We're not gonna count this as a real win for Titanoboa, but as you can see, he did get him a win against the Mosa. Technically, he was already about to die because of starvation, but hey, Titanoboa won. Let me know what you thought about him in the comments, and other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow. I love you. If you want to see him again, let me know any ideas with Titanoboa, but yeah, love you. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.